Hello, dear customers. This is Ken. The topic today I would like to share with you is how DFI IPC Refresh program to tackle legacy ISA issues. As we know, ISA is a very legacy device and almost not supported by new hardware platform and new operating system. But in some industry markets, ISA card is still a must for application and no willing or budget limit to invest in new devices. Therefore, how can we deal with ISA? DFI will provide an IPC Refresh program to tackle legacy ISA issues on new hardware and new OS. Let's see. What's the challenge now? First, most of factories have been faced with difficulty in legacy maintenance, and issue regarding hardware upgrading occurs to customer as the old hardware turns EOL. Also, ISA and PCI card firmware driver should be modified to support Windows 10. So, the manufacturing process should be adjusted with new devices. A scenario shared from Intel. Customers use their own system called MMS, and the OS is based on Windows XP. Now they upgrade new PC with Windows 7, but the MMS system got problem in ISA I/O card due to it doesn't support in Windows 7. If update new firmware, new driver, it may take risk and a few months for development and verification. Therefore, IPC Refresh program is designed to tackle this kind of legacy ISA card issue. This page is case study for which customer may need IPC Refresh. IPC Refresh program is mainly for these two cases. First case is for customer who needs new IPC with legacy OS, like Windows XP, Windows 2K. Second case is for customer who needs new IPC to replace legacy IPC and continue to use the IPC legacy OS software, including the old data. In this case, customer needs to clone the legacy OS from old IPC and install the OS image to new IPC. So how to refresh? From left side of the photo, new hardware in bottom layer, host OS, also called new OS in upper layer. Then insert a hypervisor in the above. It could be KVM, VMware, or this kind of virtual machine. Then guest OS also recognized as legacy OS in this case. DFI provide a hypervisor. We select KVM, which based on host OS. We select Ubuntu. Then create legacy OS for legacy device compliance. We also provide a migration guide to let customer know how to build it up and detail. In previous page, we mentioned two cases will need a refresh program. So from this page, it is the domain flow for each case. I will make a brief about how to build up the VM, create new legacy OS, or restore old legacy OS to VM. Then the next step, add device to VM, install driver to VM, so that customer can use legacy OS in new hardware with their legacy Addon Card. Case 1, we install Ubuntu as the host OS, then create VM. We use KVM as the hypervisor. Then install new Windows XP image in VM. After that, new XP OS is created. Case 2, we have to prepare old image from old PC, then extract image out. Then we use a tool called Clonezilla, transfer and restore image to VM. Then new PC is with old image with their hypervisor KVM. Next step, add device to VM. We have to let VM recognize ISA card first, then install virtual device driver to VM. This page is introducing you how to add legacy card to VM. First step, get I/O base and IRQ in device manager of VM OS. Second, Get IO-based physical and IRQ physical in host OS. Third, get IO range and IO range physical. Fourth, add ISA device in VM. Last step, install driver. Then the add-on card are installed completely. All of above steps, we will provide a document to guide customer how to do it. ISA supported motherboard is also provided by DFI. We have a Covalent Platform motherboard, supports 8th and 9th generation processor, supports 3 display outputs, rich I/O, and multi-expansion, 1 PCIe by 16, 1 PCIe by 4, 4 PCIe, and 2 ISA slots. We support ISA by host OS Ubuntu and KVM. We will provide a software package and installation guide to help customer build up ISA solution. Except solution 1, what I mentioned in previous pages, and we have vetted that in CS620 motherboard. We also can provide solution 2, Win 10 with VMware. In this configuration, it supports normal I/O card in PCI interface. Customer also more familiar with Win 10. But regards to license fee, this config will need more, including Win 10 and VMware. This page is about the features between these two configurations. Config 1, Win 10 with VMware, mainly support normal I/O function card, like LAN card, serial port card, parallel port card in PCI interface. Config 2, Ubuntu with KVM, except normal I/O function card. It can support spatial legacy cards, such as DIO cards in PCI interface, and other ISA cards. Moreover, supports other cards which cannot work in config 1. We also need customers' help for this program. Customer needs to let us know what I/O port is using and provide add-on card with driver application software for testing. Therefore, we can do the develop and validation for each spatial project. Please give us your feedback via scanning the QR code and complete the survey. You will have a chance to win one of iTunes Apple Card. So it's my presentation today. If you any question, please fill in chat box and you email. We will reply you short after. Thank you.